Hello, today I'm going to show you how to build the offset link in SOLIDWORKS on page 20 of the Interpreting Engineering's Drawings textbook 8th edition. So the offset link, pretty easy part as long as you know which tools to use. There's many different ways to make this part, but I'm going to show you a two-step approach and I hope you'll like it. So I've already set up my screen so that my inches, pounds, and seconds are there. My plain carbon steel is correct. And I have changed my overall drafting standard to ANSI. So now I'm ready to pick a plane, draw a sketch, make a feature. So I'm going to create my first sketch on the top plane. And what I want to do is make sure that my origin stays in the center of my part. And in order to do that, I'm going to use a unique sketch geometry tool called Center Point Straight Slot. So just below the line and the rectangle tool, you're going to see Center Point Straight Slot. Choose it from the list, and it's very simple. It's going to start out on the center. So I'm going to left click right on the origin, and then it wants me to draw a construction line. I can draw one at any direction I want. And I want to make sure that this one is vertical. And then when I click and drag my cursor out, I have the slot shape. It takes a little bit of practice, but with some practice you'll be able to get it. Okay, so here's my shape, and I want to start adding some dimensions. So from the center to the center here is going to be 3.5 according to the book. I'm on page 20 doing the offset link. And now the radius is going to be an inch. And that's it, 2 dimensions. My shape is fully defined. And while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of circles to represent the holes. And I'm going to force these circles to be equal with one another by adding an equal relation. So with both circles selected, I'm going to choose equal. And now when I change the size of one, the other one changes. So let's smart dimension one of these holes, and then the other one changes. So that's it. I know this doesn't look like much, but that's the only thing I want you to sketch first. So now I'm going to finish this sketch. On my features toolbar, I'm going to take this sketch that's already highlighted, and I'm going to hit Extruded Boss Base. It's already set to a 1/4 inch, so I'm good. So there's half of the part. And now I just have to follow that same exact procedure and make a vertical piece instead of this horizontal piece. So back to the front plane. I'm going to make a brand new sketch. So this is going to be the second sketch in this model. And you'll notice that whenever you create your second, third, or so on sketch, it doesn't reorient the screen like it does the first time. So right now I'm in sketch mode, but I don't want to draw anything with my model crooked. Plus, I don't even know where I am now. But if I come up to my view cube, my view orientation cube, and I hit normal to, normal to will always reorient my screen back to where I want. So if I end up with the model crooked like this by accident, I can go to my view orientation cube, I can hit normal to, and it fixes everything. So now I can sketch that second shape, that center point straight slot again. Instead, this time I'm going to go up and down. Now, this radius is the same as that, so let's make those equal. I'll choose this sketch geometry, and I'll choose this arc from the previous feature we've already made, which is fine, and I'm going to select equal. I'm going to add my distance of 2.5 from point to point. And then at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and add these holes. And I'm going to make these two and this one equal. So all three are now equal to one another. Which means to change the size of these holes, I have to go back into my initial sketch to change the size of this one. So I'm going to use my middle mouse button, hold it down to show you what's happening. So we've got a sketch that's on the top plane, but it's on the bottom of my part, because when I extrude, I'm extruding upward. So you want to make sure you're extruding in the correct direction. If you're going in the opposite direction, then you end up with this. And that's not what you want. You want to make sure that you're going in the correct direction. And this little flip reverse direction button will do that for you. Alright, so when I connect the two sketches, all I have to worry about are these fillets now. So here is my generic model minus the fillets. So now that I'm not in a sketch, I can't use a sketch fillet anymore. So I'm going to use a feature-based fillet. So on my features toolbar, I'm going to click fillet. My fillet size, according to the book, is 0.5. And I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to grab all 4 of these little tiny lines, which represent the corner. And the fillet command is going to blend these two surfaces in, which is exactly what I want. Okay, so there's my isometric view of the offset link. It's done. It's done using 3 features. If you look on the left-hand side in my feature manager, you'll notice that we have 2 sketches and 2 features. 3 features, rather. The boss extrudes and the last fillet feature. So, file save, and then you're going to move on to the cover plate next.